says Austin. Is that true? Which one?
From what campaign?
Yeah, I've only ever played D&D like once or twice.
I've played a few times. I've got a lot of friends that are very good, that are actually good at DMing. So, yeah, you learn.
All right, what do we got? And a red
Money. At least 80 more to go before they can buy the bottle.
It's not that I don't play D&D. I just don't have a crew to play D&D with. I have people that are interested. We just haven't like collaborated and found a good DM. It's on the list. I'd love to do it like on Twitch, like do a live D&D sesh. That'd be sweet.
You know, there's actually a channel. There's actually a channel that does that.
Is it? I know the name of it. Hold on. Something Waffle Crew. No, that's not it.
I have no clue on that one. I know it exists because
I'm sure it exists
on my Twitch feed, but shout outs to the people that actually play in D&D on Twitch.
Yeah, imagine if we had to commentate these races with our webcams for some reason. I'd have to put on clothes. I don't know about that.
I would just grab my pirate coat.
I just grabbed my big old fancy Argyle robe. I'd be set.
Well, considering yeah. So each racer now with 4 hearts.
All right, guys, let's go ahead. It's super early. Let's get in some super big, bold predictions. Do you think our players are going to get sub 2? Do you think we're going to have a trolley pendant dungeon that's going to have 3 required items? Swamp Palace.
Pod.
Could see Pod. I want something deep in the Mimic Cave. This
work. I've seen the lantern. No, that was a trolley seed.
Oh yeah, because I don't think either players were comfortable doing Dark World or dark rooms without the lamp. So
yeah, and Turtle Rock was knighted. I mean, I think they finally did it, but it was like you could clearly tell it's like I really don't want to do this. I really don't want to do this. I really don't want to do this. They had to.
Do it, but I guess they'll do it. Oh, you guys want to see a pedestal seed? Psh, that's. I guess whatever.
Pedestal would be good. What would be even better is having Sorcerer have the item that allows you to get to the pedestal.
Now that would be funny.
It's like, okay, you get that, you've already got the book, you know you got it. Basically, it's the whole fact of you have to get this item to complete this dungeon to actually get the pedestal.
I personally would be happy with both these players doing at least like the first 4 crystals with just a fighter sword.
But I had someone that did that.
I mean, we had Parisian player very long ago did a very long, even did Vitreous with just the fighter sword using bombs and arrows. So,
yeah, that was a good one. I saw that.
Yo, players with a high five. Yo, high five, boy.
Yeah. Adirondack's gonna get his key from in here.
We're seeing 2 different strat. I think, yeah, with Rick using just the pot trick to do a little bit of damage for him. Big opening for Elminster to get ahead right here.
Yep.
I think it started from the beginning. I mean, there was some moments where players were getting separated, but like, I don't know, right from the beginning, Elminster was out the door even sooner than Rick was. So
yeah,
it's that uncle text that's slowing you down.
I guess you had to roll out of bed.
Mm-hmm. Just skip your shoes entirely.
Did they ever actually give a name to his uncle yet?
Uncle Ruckus? No, wait, that's from Boondocks. That's a good show, though.
Yes, it is. I was gonna say you could call him that or Owen.
Uncle Owen, yeah.
Star Wars.
If we call him Uncle Owen, his text just have to pop up and it just says wow. just a casual wow right there.
Get working on that, Vitor.
Yeah, and give me some more bees. Well, as I'm sure all of you already know at this point, blah 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 blah. Our players need to have bombs. Blah blah blah. Bomb that last place and escape. Get the 3 chests. Blah blah blah. You already know. This is day 18 by this point. So if you don't know it, then where you been?
Yeah.
Uncle Willard. Oh. Oh, and we got Quake right off the bat. Wow.
Wow. I think I got Quake last night when running through this. Oh dear God, are they playing the same seed I used?
With the new logic?
I don't know. If it's same seed but old logic, that'll be fun to commentate on. But I doubt that would happen.
When I did that one practice run with the new logic, I had all 3 medallions within the first 10 to 15 minutes, I believe. It was very weird. I didn't really know what to make of that. It's like, all right, game, what are you going to do to me?
Well, Matt, Master Sword, Shrooms!
Master Sword and Mushroom?
Yes.
So that's a pretty valuable escape, I'd say.
Yeah. I mean,
now, I'm wondering, do you think he's going to go straight to Witch's Hut after this, then? Or he's going to stick to the route?
Probably sticking to the route, though. The gamble would be the Witch's Hut. I would personally say, when you're checking Shashwat, maybe taking a beeline up there since it is in the area.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
You know, with this current logic...
Oh God!
And the moon
Burl!
And... Ooh, where's he off to? Is he going to go save and quick go to his house? Looks like it.
Yeah.
He's going to take the mini Moldorn route. Not a bad choice without having 100 rupees or a bottle. And we might see some differences between these two players.
I know for myself, I've always tried to actually go through mini Moldorn route and then take the warp up to Kakariko at least every now and then, because it feels decent. Because you have a shot at the flute that way.
Mm-hmm.
And that way you can actually just get that well in Kakariko.
That's not a bad idea. Now, from our question from earlier, I personally would go to the Witch's Hut because based on the new logic, how I believe how it fills all the items throughout the run is as soon as you get an item that opens up new items, then it starts potentially filling in those new spots that just get opened up. So
did I see that correctly, or is all of the Dungeons in Light World pendants? Not sure.
I didn't catch it. Did anyone check?
Mail.
Oh my gosh.
California is 2, Eastern Powers is 6, according to chat. So I'm assuming Desert is an actual pendant then?
Ooh, Elminster's gonna have to be a little careful here. He's only got 1 heart left. And we're about to see what the witch is holding on to. And it is a red rupee, so...
Well, he's got
my
enough
guess did not pay off, but...
And here's Hype Cave. Well, Light World Hype Cave. Gloves!
Fake Hype Cave.
Bombs and muddy.
Power Glove, a very good find. Do you think Elminster's going to head up to Death Mountain now? What do you think?
It's a coin flip there. It's a coin flip. I'd say old logic, I'd consider it. New logic, I'd still consider it.
Right. It's interesting that both of these players did not go the normal route of going Lumberjack Cave, Forest, and then Kakariko right off the bat. So, very exciting.
Does anybody know the records? So, does anybody know their records? Chat, help us out here.
Records is in like
tournament.
Oh, they're right now. Rick is 0-2, and Elminster is 1-2.
So Rick,
but Elminster does have a forfeit in his belt, so even if he was to make it into the next round, his average time is going to be like it's going to be a little hurt.
And Piece of Heart was the Lumberjack item. So I think they're both trying to actually take as many gambles as they can, or have the most fun. Because that's the only way they're going to try to advance.
Yeah, you got to go big or go home at this point.
Yep, that's true.
And we all know that if you get three losses, is pretty much you're on your way out.
Yeah, if you get 3 losses on the last seed, just do every crazy and trolling thing you can think about.
Yeah, just go out there, have a party. You know, take some gambles, have some fun. So far, seen nothing from the normal route. So,
well, that's always a good thing. Maybe both of them agreed that they take separate routes and just meet at Kakariko.
You know, I would have probably gone to Death Mountain based on the logic, but at the same time, there are so many more opportunities for chests in Kakariko, so it's not a bad play.
And Desert is green. Looks like Elminster is actually taking your advice. Yeah, I'd take the warp too.
All right, we're gonna see a little bit of a difference here. Hopefully, Rick picks up some more bombs while he's going through there. Oh my gosh, are we gonna get a 4th heart piece? Oh, the blue boom. So close.
Yeah. The one thing I always like to do if I feel I'm a bit ahead is actually throw that and the fighter shield into the actual wishing well. I just don't want to wait for having a good shield.
If you have, wait, the small shield, or
yeah, I'm having to go. Oh, flippers! I wish you just got flippers.
Now that means that if he gets enough rupees, he could go head up to Zora and check that. And we don't know if Swamp Palace is required yet.
Or Meyer.
Could not be, but.
Oh, there's his heart.
Man. All right, we're gonna see what we got in Spectacle.
Just money. Seems to went well.
Nothing paying off.
Oh God! Oh my God! Thank you, Elminster, for realizing not to quit out of that.
It was close. He was toying with our emotions.
He just got his boots.
So in this case, going to Death Mountain straight after getting Power Gloves actually paying off, as opposed to going through Kakariko so far.
And the troll from the actual witch's hut.
Oh right, yeah, with the red roop.
Yeah.
Rick picking up some bombs so we can check out the chicken hut, and then he'll probably head on over to Mini Moldorn and do that as well. So
yeah,
Elminster taking a huge lead at this point, especially with the boots. That gives you so much speed, save a lot of time.
And the rubble pile.
Yes. What do you think we're gonna see here? I could see Book or Hookshot.
Oh God, Hookshot would be great. Mirror would also be nice.
But now the thing is, our players also are capable of going to Aga Tower.
Oh God, lamb.
All right.
That's
true. Probably a sigh of relief. No one ever wants to do the dark rooms.
Yeah. Actually,
it's so crazy. For how many chests are in Kakariko? The only thing they got was the blue boomerang.
I've seen a seed like this. I have.
Oh my gosh. Sometimes it's not all about efficiency.
Yeah, sometimes it's just about taking that coin flip. Oh, I shouldn't say taking that coin flip. More along the lines of if you know how to actually cheat at taking a coin flip. And 20 rupees in the library. I'm serious. I had a friend who we had to actually beg him to stop flipping coins. Because he figured out how to always get a coin flip correctly.
Is he a scientist? Is he a physician? Is he a mad magician?
No.
Is he the dark wizard?
No.
Is he sending us to the Shadow Realm? See where I can go with this? I can keep going.
Yeah, I know. But nah, he was just able to figure out where exactly you could grab it in the air and flip it on your hand to almost always get it correctly.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, Rick is going to make his way over to the Power Glove as well. And he's going to end up probably following the same path and eventually getting boots and flippers. But not having boots early means he's going to lose quite a bit of time compared to Elminster, who's going to be rolling around at the speed of sound. So
yeah. He's got places to go, and he's got his followers rainbow.
And Rick about to pick up his blue mail as well.
Let's see, more money.
So yeah, at this point, what would you do? With the boots, I would probably check Ice Rod, and then... Oh, actually, with the Power Glove, I would probably go...
Desert's also open, but it's...
I would possibly go farm some rupees.
That too. When you got the Power Glove, you got the boots, you have access to Zoro normally. You also have access to Eastern, which is a dungeon, and you also have however his name is pronounced.
Sahasrara, or Sahasrara, or Sriracha,
or Sandwich.
Sarsaparilla. Ooh, I could go for a sandwich right now. I just had an omelet and bacon. That's all that's keeping me going. Plus, this cup of coffee.
Yeah, I got
Rick taking the fish to get a. Is he gonna grab his rupees? Does he? Oh, go get them rupees. What are you doing? Oh no! Use your boomerang. No.
I forgot.
Dude, now we need a fish toss emote. I've never seen that in a rando. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'm curious if the players are going to take the gamble on, you know, heading into Eastern Palace despite not having the bow, because many times we have seen required items in those first few chests before you can fight Armos.
Or taking the chance of even the desert just to see what the ledge item is, because they have access to that too. Oh wait, no, bulk. You don't have it.
They still need the book, but yeah, having that information is still nice to have from the beginning, and then they could just run up and check Agena Cave. Personally, I wouldn't head over to Desert until I already have the book. But, you know, it's all about personal choice.
Yeah, looks like Adirondack's... Oh, go ahead, Matt.
It looks like... Not... Oh, well, without the boots...
Oh, looks like Adirondack.
Checking Ice Rod would be... Checking Ice Rod would take a little long time. I think he's going to probably check...
Hobo?
Yeah, Hobo. Going with the fake flippers. Now, since they get flippers pretty early, this isn't going to be a huge logic break.
Yeah.
Logic. Ooh. Interesting choice by Elminster. Heading over to check what's on the cliff.
I think he thinks he might have the book.
Nah, he's just getting info.
Yeah, that is true.
Now, if our players don't get, you know, the hammer or the Titan mitts, we might be seeing an Aga Tower run.
Money. Always money.
Oh. I mean, it's better than the single rupee that Hobo had during a run that went on yesterday, so.
Yeah. What? The old man loves set of Zelda.
All right. Rick heading up to Death Mountain now, so he'll be getting his flippers and his boots, and he'll be like, man, I wish I had gambled. I should not go to Vegas. And Elminster is probably going to head on over to Ice Rod Cave, which is not a bad idea when you have the boots, because you can just run on up there. It's probably the perfect time to go check it right now.
Yeah, I mean, the main choices that are left are what? Ice Rod, Zasarat, and...
Eastern.
Yeah, that's basically it. Apart from Aghanim.
Mm-hmm.
Though, they do have the Moon Pearl. They do have the Moon Pearl.
So even if they do Aga, they can still go check Quake Fish or Pod, maybe.
Well, if they can get the hammer.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and a hard container. Still more useful than it's ever been. It's always red rubies for me, so we take those.
Now, if they could get the hammer, then they're actually golden, because then they can actually get to Thieves Town.
I'm sure both these players are wondering where all the rupees are, because I know once they get now they're having the flippers, they're like, well, now I can go knock out Zora, and that's, you know, that's 2 items right there.
Or have all the rupees gone.
Hopefully Elminster goes and checks what's on Lake Hylia Island so we can get some info. What do we got?
Yeah.
What do we got? It's a stack of arrows.
Yeah. Just
Rick giving us a little...
just giving money today.
Rick giving us a little scare by walking past Spectacle Cave.
Hopefully he didn't. I'm just glad he didn't fall.
And I'm going to go ahead and mark him as having boots, because he's about to get them, while Elminster's about to grab his red rupee. So yeah, players are exhausting pretty much all of their potential overworld locations at this moment. For now, I'm sure neither of them want to go do Aga Tower, but it's starting to look like it.
Well, I checked Eastern first, because you technically could find the bow there or the book.
Mm-hmm. I could easily see the book there, but a lot of times we've seen Armos having one of those items. I think Elminster's going to go farm some rupees, if I had to take any sort of guess. Probably would have been a good idea to do that the first time he was over in that area, but...
Yeah.
Probably banking on some early rupees, maybe from Ice Rod Cave or from the Hobo. But good knowledge to go check this afterwards.
Adirondack's gonna get his... What? Was that a heart of rupees here?
Bombs? Oh, the lamp.
The lamp! The lamp!
So Elminster's gonna have to go back inside at least 2 more times to get over 500. And honestly, depending on what choices Rick makes next, he could actually take the lead.
Yeah.
They all have the exact same amount of items right now. So if Zora ends up paying off, though, for Elminster, then he's obviously going to take the lead back.
Well, not just that, but he also has a ledge item. They have the flippers.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what Zora is holding on to, or at least what's on the ledge.
And
At this point, it needs to be Titan Mitts or Book or Hookshot, Hammer. Those are like the main items that kind of like open up. They're kind of the gateway to the rest of the game.
That is true.
Hospital. What do we got? What do you got for me? There's a bonk.
Yep. +1 Adirondack's bonk count.
Ooh, absolutely nothing but some extra rupees.
An Elminster forgetting he's got... Oh no, he's also going to check Zora before checking Zora.
He's going to find 40 rupees and wish he hadn't gone that... Well, no, he'd still...
40 rupees and a piece of hearts.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's not.
Value.
An Adirondack... I think finally going to cash in his shrooms.
And Rick... Where you going, Rick? What are you doing? He's thinking about something.
Maybe
he's not sure. Oh, he's like, I need to go to Zora, but I don't have any money.
Yeah. I think
now he's gonna go check Ice Rod, it looks like. He's hoping for a 300.
Which is really hard, but one of the funniest things I've seen is actually just farming in the chest game, just constantly getting 100 in the first chest and 100 in the second chest.
I've done the same. It's not a bad choice, if it was an option.
And now, with the new logic, don't have that choice anymore.
No, we'll have to find... You just gotta go to Houlihan Cave. It's the only way to go now. For that free 225. Eh.
I think
now,
it's deciding.
What do you think? Do you think Rick's gonna just... Do you think he knows about the farming spot, or do you think he's gonna go straight to Aga at this point?
I think he does. I think he might.
You know, after 40 practice runs, I think he would know. Oh, he's going to Aga. All right. We're going to see a big difference at this point.
Well, either way, he has the Moon Pearl, so he can still at least check Catfish. So if the hook shot is either of those, he has access to the Village of Outcast. AKA Thieves Town, AKA Steve's Town.
AKA Dark Kakariko.
AKA the actual dungeon in there is originally called the Gargoyle's Domain.
Gargoyles? Oh,
Gargoyle's
the
Domain.
Titan Mitts on the ledge. Huge payoff for Elminster. Now Zora can easily have absolutely nothing, and then you start to think, well, man,
he's got access to Steve's Town.
Oh, wow. I could easily see Zora giving him, like, the shovel or something. Oh, wow. Hookshot and Titan. Oh, my God.
Oh.
Huge payoff from Zora.
Yeah. I guess not getting a lot of rupees was an indication to go farm rupees.
Mm-hmm.
It's usually like whenever they don't give you rupees, it's like, don't go to Zora. Whenever it is a lot of rupees, whenever it's not a lot of rupees, it's basically telling you, go to Zora. Just farm first.
So it's that trolley seed getting you. That's how they do it. All right, and Elminster is electing to go ahead and check the rest of as much of Dark World Death Mountain that he can. Still looking for the mirror, hammer, stuff like that. Not a bad idea.
He has the Moon Pearl, so he can check it all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
well, except for the floating island.
Well,
because he doesn't have the mirror.
Floating island and technically Hera, which is a great school.
He'll need to find the hammer if he wants to go check that. Hammer or mirror to go to Hera. And he does have a fire source, so that is also an option.
Yeah, because he could actually knock out all of Hera. I remember he went through the wrong side.
Oh, no bombs. And you can't buy bombs if you don't have bombs. Oh, no. This is going to cost him a little bit of time.
There that actually will do that?
Yeah, there's a shop right there on the left side, but you need a bomb in order to actually get into the shop, so it's kind of counterintuitive.
Yeah, and he can't... Oh yeah, he's got hooks on, so he technically and check the working. Bottle.
And our first bottle.
So, sick kid projections chat? Oh, tempered. And he finally got himself a shield.
But no bombs. Oh, he did get bombs. See,
Yeah.
it worked out. He didn't have to go buy anything.
Yep. So, no bow yet.
Oh my gosh, so much protection. Red mail too?
Circle protection red.
Well, as long as Buttersword is deep within a pendant dungeon that neither of them are going to touch, then I'm happy. I'd be happy to see Tempered Sword the rest of the race. So, yo, progressive mail, dude. Is this the new logic? Are we already in there?
Yeah. Are we? I'd love it if it was, but I doubt it. But if it is,
Elminster's gonna go check what's on the island because he can't get to the Dark World from up top here without the hammer.
Yeah.
It's 300 rupees. Oh, he's gonna do Spiral Cave. Good point.
Could have the mirror.
That's a good way to. That's good routing actually. Let's go ahead and do it. There's different ways to do Death Mountain routing, but this is pretty good. He's still looking for that hammer. And we got another exciting round of AGA battles, where there are no blue balls, and therefore no randomness.
Did you see what he just picked up?
What do you get?
I didn't notice chat.
I was too busy looking at AGA.
Yes, same here.
That was a heart piece. Chat's saying heart piece, so.
Okay.
Nothing of value. Now, we will get to see what is on the pyramid, and that could also eventually pay off. Because AGA might... No, AGA is not... Well, depends on where the hammer is, really.
Yeah. Actually, Elminster could basically get there without the hammer. He's got the mitts.
Oh, that's true. He can go the long way around, yeah. Oh, the
shovel!
That could lead to nothing.
Or it could lead to something nice. Better question. Does he have enough money to go? Oh yeah, no mirror. I was gonna say if he had the mirror, he could do Zora's domain for clean, sweep.
Oh,
ooh,
there
the
it
hammer!
Is. Woo! Death Mountain paying off.
Yeah.
I think with both Light World and Dark World, Death Mountain has been like the highest concentration of like required items. Oh my goodness.
What, like 15, I think? Does the field test count?
Kakariko had what? Blue Boomerang.
Yeah.
There's some value.
Well, it is useful. It is. You can always stun an enemy if you really need to.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the mirror. The mirror. Yeah, an ether. Well, he's in the Dark World. Did Elminster check Turtle Rock?
I don't believe he went over and checked, but this is so interesting now, because now it comes down to when Elminster is going to check Pyramid. He might go check it right now with the required items, but I think he's going to go ahead and hit up Hype Cave, but...
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hype. Hype!
I mean, Elminster's got a ton of items, but that mirror is very important. Hopefully we get a look at the map to see which items, or see which dungeons are required.
Yeah. Oh, swamp is required. So yeah, he's gonna have to find that mirror.
I believe Ice was a pendant and T-Rock was a pendant, so potentially no Ice Rod this game.
Yeah. Let's see. Money? And Adirondack's going for Hera.
Not a bad choice.
Ooh, half magic. Elminster. Another bottle and...
Oh, there's where all that money's at.
So saving and quitting. I bet you he's gonna go check the sick kid, maybe? And Village of Outcasts. So Adirondack will probably be picking up his first crystal soon. Particularly Terra. Elminster is going to probably check the sick kid and, oh no, he's going for Outcast first. Nope, sick kid.
Spoke too soon. So as we all remember, Zora had the hook
That's the
shot
hook shot.
and with Titan Mitts on the ledge, so...
And just arrows. Now that's a troll.
So I'm sure Rick is going into Hera hoping to find some way to get over to Death Mountain, but unfortunately he's not going to be able to find that.
Yeah,
Just
because the
hope that he
hammers...
eventually makes his way over there. Now, with the mirror and the ability to get straight to the Dark World right north of Link's house, he could easily go check Quakefish and then go into Zora once he gets his 500 rupees.
Yeah, and I think that's the smart play for him. Because then he'll clear out, you know, everything on that route real fast and easy. Wait, is that around that not at the hook shot?
No, Hookshot was in Zora. Zora King
Oh
Zora.
yeah, that's right. That's right.
And he decided to drop from above so that he wouldn't have to do the bomb jump and then drop down and walk back up. It's not a bad idea.
It's like Elminster is gonna clear out thieves. He's got all the items.
And with 4 possible items in here, definitely worth checking. Now, we're at the half-hour mark, excuse me. And still sitting at no crystals, which isn't too bad, but...
Yeah. So, Elminster's got 2 of the 3 medallions, and will have to take care of Meyer, but he needs the flute.
Ooh.
And the cane.
Moldoran giving Rick a little bit of trouble, but he's managing to stay on top. I hope I didn't just jinx him.
Nah, I'll knock on some wood right now, so...
Ooh! Oh, so close. I just jinxed him. Sorry, Rick. This is for you.
You had that slide whistle.
I had to.
Oh, I understand completely. I do.
Whoop. Just kidding. Whoop. Oh, he almost got the double.
Yeah.
Sorry, chat. I'm sorry for cursing my boy, Rick. My bad.
Well, he'll get it. He'll get it. Ah, he got his first crystal.
And the book. Oh, man. I mean, Desert is a pendant, but we have often seen required items within Desert Palace.
Yes.
And with all the stuff he needs to beat Desert Palace, it might not be a bad idea to go check right there.
Oh, God. Oh, that would be hysterical.
At the exact same time, the thing that I worry about is him getting the book. He's going to be like, well, I'm going to go check Desert Palace instead of checking Zora, sending him on a different chase, a wild goose chase.
Yep. Now, unless the actual medallion for Meyer is in the sword, I don't think we'll have any items be on the sword.
Let's see.
It's T-Rock, Desert, and Ice Palace.
So it can't be the cane.
It can't be Fire Rod.
The rods. It can't be... That's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's why I said only the last medallion.
But it could be the bow.
Oh, you're right! It could
Think
be
about
the bow.
that. It's probably not, but let that potentially sink in.
Yes. The bow or a medallion? Let's hope for both of that. I think even Chad will agree with us on that.
Ooh, yeah, flute could be another option.
Oh,
as well.
that is true. So, 3 items.
Now, unfortunately, these players probably will not check this anytime soon, at least until they get, like, Fire Rod or in the Skullwoods area.
Yeah.
Which is how they often route it,
But Adirondack checking the actual Ether Valley location.
Ooh, please be something good. Oh,
the
wow.
flute!
Oh, my gosh. So, our players are doing completely different things at this point and getting very good items.
Yeah, that's very good. Well, that's true.
What a glorious find.
Yes.
He's gonna go activate that right now. Now,
I
you can't
think
really
we
do
all
too
would.
much with it at the moment, but it's still gonna help make for some quicker routing.
Yes, it will. Well, and it'll also allow him to check Meyer if he wants to.
Right, he can check that one chest. I don't know if he knows... Well, no, he can't. He can't get into the Dark World yet. He needs the mitts.
Oh yeah, that's right. He doesn't have them.
That's the
Quick
shovel.
seed.
There you go. All right, let's see this blind fight.
Well,
now all we can hope is that Rick goes for some rupees, possibly going and farming some rupees somewhere.
Or that he
has
has not
to
been
Zora.
to Zora.
And the silver arrows from Blind.
Oh.
My gosh.
Well, better silver arrows. Which would you prefer?
I like Tempered Sword with silver arrows.
I think we all do.
I think that makes for at least and like it's fun watching players play, you know, gold and silver super fast, but we want to at least be a little bit of a challenge, right?
Well,
Right,
I
chat.
prefer the bronze.
The bronze. I love my bronze arrows. I'm surprised they don't have a golden arrow in this game.
Zelda's never really had it on that. Then again, I guess silver arrows are the closest you get to the light arrows in these old ones.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Where's my fire arrows? Alright,
Nice.
here's Desert Palace. Let's hope that Desert Palace pays off. If we see, like, the bow or something in here. We got the cape.
Cape.
Not very useful, but still a nice thing to have.
It's semi-useful. It's a good safety item.
That is one of the 2 items that you find in this dungeon, so...
Actually, one of 3. It's the green pendant.
Oh, well, technically.
Yeah, technically.
We're both right, okay? We're
Yes.
both right.
I know,
Let's go with
both
that.
right.
I'm never wrong. That's the thing.
Never wrong,
At least
but
I-
it's never perfectly right either. So let's start doing the hammer puzzle.
Yeah, that is a good point. If Bumper Cave ends up having a required item, we haven't actually seen that in some time, but that would be a nice thing to see.
It's true.
And Spring
Number
Cave
rear was
much
the
easier with
shovel
visibility.
spot.
Excuse me? Shovel was... I believe
Rear
that was in
the shovel spot.
That was in Hype Cave, and then we got the mirror from Dig Spot.
Yep.
Alright, we're gonna find out what's at Bumper Cave. Let's find out what its 100% value is. Taking the frog on a little bit of adventure.
I think he's trying to find one of the natural warps to get back. You know what I think
Unfortunately,
he's-
there are no natural warps back to the light world.
Yeah, I think he's just realizing it.
If only the frog followed you into the light world somehow. That'd be pretty
Yeah.
glitchy, but...
Pretty cool, though.
But yeah, I'm sure he didn't mean to do that. He probably didn't realize or had forgotten that he had the he did not have the mirror. But he's gonna head on over and check out the Tombs
King's
King.
Tomb.
The Tombs King. Darn it. King's Tomb.
It's okay.
Rick is gonna go ahead and clear out Desert Palace and
Ooh, the powder!
hope that that green pendant pays off.
Yep. Well, he's got the powder now. Hey, you can always sprinkle it on that sweeping girl in Kakariko.
Yeah, you never see players go for that. I wonder why. We should give her an item,
Oh no, you can also just
Just
turn her into a fairy.
just to give Powder more value.
That or turn. I think there's also a chicken cuckoo that you can also turn into a human. Yeah, this game is weird.
Oh, excuse
Yeah,
me.
but-
Shovel was on Pyramid. I stand corrected.
Yeah. Up. He's going for Batcave to see Batman.
That is, I will say, that is one of the big mistakes that players, myself included, will make when you skip Aga Tower, is you forget
The pyramid.
Pyramid. And Pyramid, at least with this logic, has a better chance of having a required item, so...
Yes, it does. Ooh, another piece of heart.
So I wonder how long it's going to be before he realizes that Pyramid is a thing. I should go there.
Well, he technically has access to it. He has the hammer, so he could get to it via any of the warps and actually go from there.
Yeah, we're still missing some items. We need to clear some dungeons. We need Rick to go to Zora, and we need Elminster to go to the Pyramid. And then our players will pretty much be,
Well, up with a crystal each, except Adirondack
we also-
killed.
Yeah, we need Elminster. Jeez.
Sure.
We need him to go up to Hera as well, so we can get that flute and book.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh!
wow. Oh my god. This is getting super interesting. Holy
Yeah,
cow.
the green pendant.
Green
Would you
pendant.
want
Yeah.
Sasha to have the medallion, or would you want the sword to have it?
Well, at this point, I want Sahasrahla to have the fire rod.
Yeah, that would be fun. Yeah, just a piece of
Man,
art.
that's... I told you, Desert Palace, lots of value. Don't ever forget that. Now,
Yes.
Rick is still a little bit short of 500 rupees, so maybe he'll get some money from Sahasrahla and he'll be like, oh, I should go to Zoro now.
Didn't he already check it? Yeah, I think he
Check
did.
what? The back.
Sahasrahla?
He's checked
Oh.
the back of Sahasrahla, but he
that?
has not checked, he has the green pendant
Oh,
right
yeah,
now.
that's right.
And the ice rod
And
from
I-
Tree Kid.
So, Trinket spot. Pretty useful. Ice rod and
Ooh.
the mirror.
Unfortunate. Well, at this point, Rick is going to probably head inside Eastern Palace, where there are at least 3 items he could find, as well as a few rupees along the way. I'm sure he'll get his 500 he needs following this dungeon to go up to Zora.
Amata is finally on track to get his shovel.
Nope.
Uh,
He's going to go to Quakefish.
fish.
He might remember on his way back, but
Yep.
we shall see. Oh, and Rick having a little bit of trouble getting to Eastern Palace. Those red guards are brutal.
Yeah, they are. And we could always yank on the second base or whatever it is on the outside, on the left. That actually does act as a tree. So today's Quakefish item is
The fire
fire
rod.
rod.
Oh my god.
oh,
Man, these gambles are wacky and paying off. So that means he's definitely going to head on over to Skull Woods. And we might get... Well, he doesn't have the book yet, so we can't check Master Sword Pedestal. But these routings, like Overworld, paying off for both these players in different ways, making for a completely different routing. So I have no idea how to tell, like, who's in the lead. I mean, Elminster's in the lead for items, but Rick's about to grab his second crystal.
and he's about to get his first. Yeah, because Elminster cannot finish Swamp until he gets the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
So
Nor can he do Eastern or Palace of Darkness without that bow, so he's going to have to make his way over to Desert Palace eventually. And... Oh, well, no, you can't actually go the back way into Desert Palace since you need the book to get the flipper, or the flute, so...
Yeah.
Man, this seed has been really interesting. This logic is fascinating.
Yeah, this
to me.
is one of those things. It's like you would think both ways, and you'd probably come up either way. It's like both of them took the gamble on both routes, and it's paying off for the both of them.
I'm loving it, as Ninnies always likes to say. Also, we saw there, for once, the boomerang is actually useful, because you can use that to stun the Gibdos in the dungeon. I always try to use hookshot to stall them,
So
and
do I, and it doesn't work.
but boomerang sure does. I thought it was
Yep.
just the red boomerang, but no, even the blue boomerang works.
Yeah, you live and learn. It should help next time you're running it, especially when you're actually trying to do, 2 games at once.
And just a reminder for people that are just joining us, we had the shovel on Pyramid, which dug up the mirror over at Dig Site. We got the book from Moldorm, which got us the flute from Ether Medallion. We got Ice Rod from Tree Kid, and Fire Rod from Quakefish.
Quakefish.
So,
Yeah, and Zoro had the hookshot and
with
the
ledge
lead
beam.
items, mitts.
the Titan mitts. It's really hard to follow when we have 2 different players doing 2 different things, but my gosh, they're doing
2 different things and making a lot of
so
progress.
crazy. Yeah. That's why it's really hard to tell who's like leading.
Yeah, because normally that's a seed that you really don't get.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
And of course, go ahead.
I was gonna say it's just like you're either wandering around for a single item, or you're able to clear dungeons. Both of them were able to do that with what they've got.
Now, I'd like to point out, Rick did pass the rupee room that was in that last area he was just in, which he could have used to get the 500 he needs to go up to Zora. So
to get his hook shot and his mitts.
Worries me. It makes me think that he doesn't even have Zora on his mind at this moment, and that's a little worrisome. Yeah.
Well,
ooh, very good fight. Very good Mothula fight.
Yeah.
Elminster.
And just a bomb upgrade, but it gets him a second crystal.
He's grabbing only one blue rupee. It's like, I don't. Does he know about Zora? Does he know he needs 500? Rick, what are you doing? And I'm still waiting for Elminster to go check the pyramid. I'm stressed out, guys.
I think we all are. Crystals 5 and 6. Do you remember?
We're also looking for bombos because we don't know if that one's required.
Just the map.
Not what he wanted to see, but
it's always useful. Did you see if he had if he picked up the compass yet?
Yeah, he checked every item.
Okay.
Was that did Elminster fall down there by mistake? Oh, he hasn't done this side of the dungeon yet.
Nope. I think he went up just to basically
it's not a bad choice.
Go back.
Yeah, because you don't need the big key in order to beat or in order to get to Mothula. So,
yeah.
And Rick is gonna go farm some rupees. I have. It looks like it. Yeah, clearing these enemies. Now, it's unfortunate that he didn't stop and get those rupees, because then he could have saved a trip to this room. But
he has the flute, though, so he's probably not thinking about it, or he didn't realize the flute chamber was in there.
Mm-hmm. Do you think he's going to fake flipper up to Zora? Because that would be the best option.
He's got the flute.
Right, but you can fake flipper straight into Zora's, like right outside Zora's domain, versus just flying to the witch's hut, so...
I know.
He's going to fly to fake flipper. That's even better.
He's got the flippers.
He got the flippers. Never mind.
Yeah.
I meant to say he was going to take the whirlpool. I just automatically assumed fake flippers.
Yeah.
So.
I was prefer
that's
the other
why
one
I
that
always
takes you
say
to
that.
Kakariko if you're going through the swamp.
It's like muscle memory at this point. Whirlpool. The only reason you take the whirlpool is because you have is to do fake flippers. But yeah, my bad, chat. It's okay. You don't have to yell at me. Stop yelling at me. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and mark some shot and mitts.
So when Adirondack actually finally gets around to Skull, you think he would? Do you think?
He's gonna check MS.
Or do not fix. Check the sword. Sorry, on that one.
I can definitely
getting his hook shot.
I don't see why he wouldn't. That would be pretty. That'd be pretty foolish. Having the book and the mirror, I would go right ahead and check it. You want that information, and it's not that hard. And because he has the flute, he can either save and quit out, or he can head out of that little pedestal area and then flute away. So.
Plus, also, if it's needed, he's one pendant up, which is useful.
English is hard. What are you talking about? My English is pristine.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
This really isn't that hard. Now, French, German, Latin, Spanish, and
Greek speak.
Yeah, those are a little hard.
All right, Rick. Now gonna be. He's just like I'm missing so many things. They have to be in Death Mountain, and he's about to find a bunch of things.
It is there.
He's gonna be pretty excited about this.
Yeah, this is his hype cave.
Now here's the crazy thing. He's gonna grab all of these things while Elminster still is without the mirror. So, despite Elminster picking up his third crystal from finishing Hera eventually, he's not gonna have that mirror. So, now of course, Rick still has to make his way over to Quakefish to get Fire Rod. before he can really do anything other than like thieves. But
Yeah. The thieves is really easy and always worth the check. And Moldorm.
easy peasy. That tempered sword, it's either just, was it 3 slashes or 1 slash and a spin to clear Moldorm?
Yeah. I wish you could actually hit his tail with the silver arrows. I wish you could.
Oh, it'd be just like the Moldorm fight in Wind Waker. Spoilers. Where the Ganon puppet. Spoilers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
We have to hit him with
Wind Waker.
You got to hit him with the light arrows, and he's all like super fast. I guess I never really realized that was pretty much a Moldorm reference, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of references to Zelda. There is.
Right, he also picked up his first shield. I kind of forgot. It's been so long, I kind of forgot what was in all those chests and the red mail.
Well, all they're needing is the butter sword, and they'll have all of Link's endgame equipment.
Yep. Hopefully they don't find it.
I'm calling for Moldorm 2 chests. I hate to say neither of them validate their run, but it would be fun.
As long as they don't try and do a victory lap, I think they'll be fine.
Yep.
Alright. So, Rick is going to pick up his hammer. Well, I think Elminster is going to pick up a blue rupee, I think it was. It wasn't very valuable, but still worth checking.
Yeah.
And...
Upset that he can't actually take the mirror out.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, that's unfortunate.
And he doesn't have the book to check Ether either.
Oh, he does. He got it from Moldorm. I just haven't marked it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's gonna get his flute. So, what do you think he'll flute to first?
Probably Meyer. That'd be my guess, because he can get in there now.
Yeah, but he can't beat it.
Right, but he can check some items around it and get info on what medallion he needs to get inside it.
Very true. Very, very true.
And then, if he wants to, he can also... Oh, he still needs the mirror, though, so he can't go to Desert Palace, but...
Yeah.
He might fly to Desert Palace. He might actually go to Desert Palace first.
Yeah.
But it looks like he's going to do Spike Cave, actually.
Which is very useful.
Ooh. With just a blue potion in hand, it's kind of risky.
He's got a shot. He's got the hook shot, so he could do it.
He's got a lot of health. And Rick finding some more rupees, which is frustrating.
Yeah. He got his ether.
That is some nice use of the hookshot there.
It's always...
Fortunate to have to use a blue potion, but when you have plenty of rupees, you can always go buy another one.
And he's always going to have to save and put out anyway, so... And he's got more money.
So neither player taking a look at what's required for T-Rock. I guess that's not really a bad idea, simply because it's not a required dungeon, but...
Yeah... Watch it be required.
Yeah, right. Mimic Cave, Mimic Cave.
I agree with you there. I'd say Mimic Cave or,
Ooh,
having it...
Never mind. I preemptively oohed, and then I stopped myself.
Skull Woods. Yeah, we doesn't have Fire Rod yet. Ah. Blind.
Blind having silver arrows.
Which is definitely worth it. Elminster getting his swag duck.
And heading straight to... Yep, he's going to go... without the mirror, he's going to go at least get some info. Maybe, and check those 2 chests, but not going to be the most efficient trip, but...
Oh, hey, unless he gets the cane.
And already has the required medallion, potentially.
Yeah.
I've seen Kane in here.
Yeah, so have
Moment of
I.
truth. Fire shield. And the arrow upgrade.
Arrows.
Bummer.
He doesn't check Myers' medallion. Wait, did he? Did you see it?
He didn't check it, no. I mean, it's not a bad idea. He still has to go back there if he wants to check, like, the checkerboard cave.
Yeah.
You have to go into the Dark World, so...
Yeah.
But here we are. We're still...
Nice.
We're still waiting for him to check the pyramid. Is he going into Ice Palace?
Oh god, I hope not.
Please don't go into Ice Palace. He's going into
He's
Ice
going
Palace.
into Ice Palace.
It's a pendant dungeon. Don't do it. It's a trap.
It's a trap!
That's a trap. Oh my gosh. This is a huge... He's saying no. He's like, why am I here?
Like, wait. Yeah, it's like I thought about it, then it's just like, no. He just realizing he's having to save it quit. Because he doesn't have the mirror.
So I don't really remember. Do you remember which dungeons were 5 and 6? Because
I
Elminster already has one, and I think it was either Thieves or it was Skull. Chat, help us out. Oh, he heard the pendant, the light world music, and he said, nah. Nope. Not doing it.
Yep, I don't like this music.
Eastern and TT. Okay, cool. Thank you.
So... Is that around... Yeah, he did beat Eastern. He has yet to beat Thieves Town.
And it looks like he's going to check into the graveyard, not a bad choice, and then
Yes,
probably
he
going to go
can
grab his magic powder from the King's Tomb.
Yeah, the king
Still
must have
holding out.
loved his powder. I mean, they buried it with him.
Yeah,
bombs.
still no mirror, so you can't check Bombos. He's running out of options. So what he needs to do is he needs to go to 5, or go south of Link's house, jump into the Dark World and head up to Pyramid, but it looks like he's going to head and knock out Desert Palace.
Which will
Now we
give
just
him
hope...
the
Yeah, if he finishes it, because it is a pendant dungeon. Sometimes players will just grab the items and go, but...
Yeah, but Landmos has one of the items.
Right.
So that will probably mean he will finish it. Like, as mentioned earlier,
We can only hope. It would make the most sense. I guess some people aren't as crazy about making gambles as some other races are, like me.
Yeah. Hey, I agree with you there.
Who does all of Pod, but doesn't fight Helmistar, even though Helmistar had an item.
Hey,
Nah, I'm out. I don't want to do this.
hey, I'm the same way when it comes to gambles.
Sometimes they pay off, sometimes they don't.
And sometimes you just break even.
Looks like Rick's gonna pick up... He's already got a blue potion on him.
And apparently he has a B in his potion.
He wants a red one. Now, the problem with that is he's gonna hope that he finds some more rupees so he can actually get into Palace of Darkness, so... Because he has both items to do it.
I would have just hit up the bottle merchant and sold him the B. I think it's what, either 20 to 50? I heard the gold's like 100 and change.
The bottle merch, like the purple chest guy?
No, the guy in Kakariko. You could actually give him a B and he'll give you money for it.
What?
Yeah! Yeah!
How much does he actually sell you, like, or buy the golden bee from you?
Yeah, he does!
Because you can never actually get the golden bee in vanilla.
Yeah, you could.
Where?
Ice Rod Cave, the fairy side, if I recall correctly. You had to bonk it.
What? Because I always saw that bee in the Dark Kakariko or Village of Outcasts like shop that you couldn't buy, and I was like, why is this a thing?
Why is this get it there. It's in the Ice Rod Cave.
Oh my gosh.
Or the other side of Ice Rod Cave that's open, but you have to bonk it.
Well, I need to go play some vanilla now. That's what it sounds like.
Well, hey, the more you know.
My mind has been blown.
And Ultima just about to get his bow.
Now, here's the thing. Rick doesn't have any money, so I'm curious what he's going for. He's gonna yeah, he just realized like, oh crap, I shouldn't have bought that red potion. That was foolish.
Yeah. And he's running around his own portal. Well, he's going to try. Maybe realize yeah, he's gonna try.
That was an interesting option of leaving the Dark World in the same area just to go back in.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's unfortunate. Buying that potion, I guess he didn't realize that he had just gotten a blue potion. So
it happens. But no, yeah, I would personally, if I've got a bottle bug catching net, if I'm checking the swamp first, I'd go grab the gold bean that sells to the bottle merchant.
You know, I'm gonna have to use that in the future. But I'd rather go to Hooligan Cave if I had to.
Yeah.
Whoa! Oh yeah, he doesn't have money.
Yeah.
I was like, why did he just straight up bailed? That was funny. But here's what sucks though, is he's spending 10 rupees every time.
And he just realized he didn't have
Oh my gosh, Rick, no! Oh, that's unfortunate.
Elminster just got his arrow upgrade. Better save Shasura.
And Elminster picking up the bow, and he still does have the silver arrows that he got from fighting blind, so...
I think he's going to actually check Eastern, which will give him crystals 5 and 6.
Oh.
So he'll finally get his shovel, and finally get his mirror.
Oh yeah! That's an interesting way to make your way over to the pyramid, but... Wow. Alright, hopefully Rick...
The Fat Fairy first.
Oh, okay, so it's Ether for Meyer, which both players already have, so...
They're good. Sword's been eliminated. Well, no, sword could... no, it can't. Because the logic does not require you to hover through Turtle Rock.
Mm-mm. So, neither player checking MS Pedestal, not a big deal.
Yeah.
It is interesting why Rick is still doing Overworld when he can do...
Oh, he's checking Checkerboard.
As well as he can do Skull. In my opinion, if you can do a dungeon, you should do it.
It's
especially something like Thieves and Skull.
Oh, he's realizing he needs the money.
Give me the money. I can easily see him go down.
Show me the money.
You think he's gonna go farm some more rupees? Looks like it. He's thinking about it.
It's just called the tuck and miss.
Oh my gosh. Rick, we're rooting for you.
Yeah.
We're rooting for both of these players. You hate to see players make silly mistakes like that. Ooh, another red root. That's going to save him one extra trip.
Yep. Elminster's probably going to finally get his stuff.
Alright, so at this point, now that we know that Meyer is just Ether, yeah, Elminster, all he needs is the red cane. So now it comes down to, where's that red cane going to be? I could easily see it at Fat Fairy. I could easily see it in Ice Palace. That would be fun.
Oh god, no. Cold Stare having the red cane.
Cold Stare, I wonder if he can. I don't know, there's some weird logic with, because you often use the red cane to get to Cold Stare.
Yes, but you can do it vanilla-ly.
If you want to do the 100% run through Ice Palace, which I would personally do that last. I would never do that.
Yeah, I think we all would not do that.
Alright, this time Kiki's not just going to take some money and run. And now we get to see what's in Pod. We could also see Kane in Pod. We've seen that before in races.
Yes, we have.
There are 5 items, and since we know the location of most of stuff. The only items we could possibly see in here could be Butter Sword. We could see Burnicane. We could see Bugnet. We could see Bombos. We could see Red Boom. We could see. I think we still have like 2 more bottles left to check or to acquire as well. All right, let's see Elmster. Oh yeah, Silver Arrows. Quick work. Don't even have to do the cool setup. Boom, quick, done, dead. GG, nice.
Doesn't even have to do with the red one either.
Yeah, at this point, MS Pedestal is not worth checking. The only thing it could have would be like the Bugnet or Butter Sword, because T-Rock being a required dungeon means that the cane can't be there, and we know where everything else that's required is.
Yeah, which is sad. The Master Sword is crying. Oh wait, they already picked it up.
And put it down, because they have the Tempered Sword now, so Master Sword is still crying.
Yeah, Fee is just crying her eyes out. Wait, can Fee cry?
Alright, still nothing of value in Palace of Darkness.
And I think Elminster's heading up there as well. Both of them can do it. Does he realize he actually has access to the Fat Fairy?
You know, it might take a few before he makes that realization.
I mean,
if you forget to check Pyramid, you might forget that Fat Fairy even exists at this point.
I mean, he's going to seriously kick himself once he finds the mirror.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's unfortunate, but at the same time, it's Randomizer. You never know where stuff's going to be, so you can't really get yourself too much, but at least with this logic, Pyramid tends to have useful stuff.
I know, but at least it's going to be such a freaking time sink for him. He doesn't have the mirror, so he has to walk back.
But then, at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, after this, he will be up. I mean, when both players finish pod, he will be up 2 crystals still, so that's... You know, Rick's still got to do Thieves and Skull Woods, while Elminster's already done those, so he's got a pretty big lead. And with less places to check, the Pyramid's looking better and better.
I'd call him maybe a half a dungeon to a dungeon lead. Because the more he doesn't check the Pyramid, you know, the more Adirondack can actually get back in this.
Well, since both players are going to be looking for the cane, they're going to be doing 100% of all the dungeons that they have left.
Yeah. Cane and Maya, you think? Or,
Well, to be fair, Aghanim Tower was not required. The only reason Rick did it was because he didn't check Zora, and he didn't get the
Hookshot,
Titan Smiths and Hookshot that led them to Hammer and, Hammer, which would allow them to get to Pyramid without doing Aga, so.
Yeah. But still. So, Tat, what do you think, where the cane's going to be?
There it is! Red cane in pod, wow.
Oh, sweet!
So that means Elminster's in go mode.
Not yet.
Once he gets it, but he'll get it.
He still needs the mirror.
All right, well, yeah. I will delete this go mode button that I was just about to post in chat. So I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I got a little ahead of myself.
Well, hopefully he will check it.
He's in the vicinity. He's got the 2 crystals to check Fat Fairy. If he doesn't, I'm gonna actually get mad. I'm gonna get real mad right now.
Yeah, I think I'll be that way too. Sorry, Chad, if that sounded a little creepy.
Ungo mode. Well, we haven't seen... Our players have been pretty close to high-fiving.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the high-five and all. Sorry, that Helmasaur.
Oh yeah, wait, I stand corrected. Rick is in go mode. So this is fine. I can post this now.
Yeah, he actually is. You're right.
Because Bombos is not required and Ice Rod is not required.
Yeah, he is in go mode. Rick's in go mode, but needs more crystals, whereas Elminster needs his mirror.
Ooh, oh, that's unfortunate. Those little red beetles are so annoying right there. Yeah, and Rick is going to be picking up his silver arrows eventually once he flies on over and does all of Thieves Town, so...
Yeah.
It's just a matter of where that butter sword could possibly be. But without a trip to the Ice Palace, or even T-Rock, for the most part... Remember when Elminster took a step inside Ice Palace real quick? That was terrifying.
Yes.
Temper Sword strats on Helmsor.
Yep.
Quick work, 4 hits. Ice Palace, not even once. Not even twice. Especially never 3 times.
Here's the better question. Do you hope he will actually get the Fat Fairy and which will leave it to the mirror? Or do you think he might actually just pop into Mire?
I mean, still not a bad idea. Wait. Yeah, Swamp is required, so they do need the mirror to do Swamp, so...
Yeah.
I could easily see him do Mire anyway, like on his way. I really hope he gets the Mire first, or gets the mirror first. The Mire. Mirror, Mire. Misery Mirror? It feels like the Misery Mirror. Interesting that Rick is gonna go do Swamp instead of going to Thieves and Skull. It doesn't really matter. The nice thing about Swamp is you can just power right through. You don't need the big key. You don't need anything, really.
Yeah, he's in go mode, so he gets to do the easy Swamp.
And since he did check to see what was at Mire, or required to get into Mire,
yeah,
he should mentally be like, I'm in go mode. I can just boss rush at this point. Let's just go. Let's finish this dungeon.
Yep.
Yeah, that's just a showcase of when you miss that one item location, how big of a change it can make in a race. Oh no. Those beetles, man. Giving both of our players a bit of trouble. Heck, they give me trouble.
I think they gave everybody trouble. Not as much trouble as Ice Palace, but
interesting choice using hookshot there. A little bit slower, particularly when you miss, but good attempts.
No matter what, he will. I mean, what do you think his reaction is when he finally gets to the railroad? Oh my God! Why the hell didn't I check Pyramid sooner?
You know, at that point, he's just going to be excited that he's in go mode.
Yeah.
Or is he? Because he didn't check Mire, so Elminster might not know what is required. He might be thinking, oh man, I might need Bombos still.
Yeah, I'm betting you as soon as he gets that, that'll be his first location.
No, we just need Rick to just realize, I don't have to check anything. I can just go, unless he's looking for that butter sword. But I think, I don't know. I'm assuming he's capable of silverless, tempered sword strats.
And he's got silvers.
I'm talking about Rick.
So yeah, you're right. Well, he's got to get silvers because it's Thieves Town.
Right. I'm just saying, in this current moment, he doesn't have silvers. So I'm trying to, like, interpret what's going on in his mind. But yeah, smart move. Skipping all Swamp, just finishing it out. Let's see this. Is he gonna silver arrow here? Nope. No need. Plenty of health. Might as well just give him a few smacks to the face.
Yeah. I'd say. I think Rick's probably gonna go straight to Mire after this, or Skull Woods, or Turtle Rock. Sorry, not Turtle Rock. Skullwoods or Thieves Town?
And let's go ahead and mark that crystal. So, we are sitting at, well, once Rick finishes Swamp, we'll be 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh my god!
4 crystals to 5.
Elminster didn't. He did not check the pyramid.
Where's he going? What are you doing? He's gonna go in Mire.
Still,
that's fine. He's still looking for it, but
I'm betting you.
At this point, I'm scared. At this point, I'm terrified.
I'm scared he'll go to Turtle Rock instead of checking it.
No.
It could technically be in Turtle Rock.
Yeah, but I feel like players would still be like, okay, what overworld items have I still left before going into a dungeon like Turtle Rock? It could be in Turtle Rock. We know it's not,
the
but
fact that he can't do Swamp, which has a lot of items there.
Mm-hmm.
So what options are left?
Overworld?
Overworld, yes. Let's see.
Well, we'll have to make sure to ask him what was going on in his head throughout the majority of this race.
Yeah, which do you think would be worse? Seeing him go to Ice Palace or Turtle Rock?
I want him to go to neither of those places.
I know. I'm saying if he's thinking it might be in a dependent dungeon, which would you prefer him not to go into?
Well, I particularly hate
Crystal.
Ice Palace. That's a tough question.
It's like,
it would be more effective to go into T-Rock because there's 5 items to 3, but T-Rock is a little bit longer.
Yeah.
And then there's always that thought, well, Mimic Cave can't have anything at this point, so.
Yeah.
But, alright, well, he's gonna be gliding on through, because Rick also, being in Go mode, knows that, well, the only thing I need to do is get 1 key. So he's gonna probably pick up that pot key and then head straight to the second part, or the final part of Skull Woods.
So Rick actually might take this just off Elminster not checking the pyramid yet.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, because we could see both players in Go mode, but at the same time, Rick is still behind in crystals. So it's still hard to say who's in the lead. Of course, Elminster's going to be checking 100% of Mire, which is very slow.
Yeah. But they'll probably high-five each other going into Galen's tower.
Ooh, I would like that.
I think
the last race that I commentated, our players were pretty much neck and neck. Had the exact same routing for like the last 3 dungeons and G Tower. It makes for a more exciting race, in my opinion.
Yes, it does. What would be even nicer is actually beating the 9-second finish.
Oh yeah, that's hard to top.
Yes, it
oh,
is.
Rick,
oh,
no!
Rick!
Oh, what a way to go. Those guys are tricky.
Yeah, those clutches are tricky. Yeah, that was what they were called in A Link to the Past, not Floor Masters.
It is definitely some interesting routing, seeing Thieves being like one of the last dungeons to do.
Yeah, I mean, it's so easy. And you did Link Between Worlds, which is technically supposed to be a sequel to this. They tell you to do Thieves first in the Dark World.
You know, it's for any player, it's so easy to miss that one item. We've all done a game where we've missed that one spot, and we're in our heads thinking, I checked that one, right? Did I check that? And then you start going back and double checking. I had one race where I missed entirely somehow. Just because of different routing, I missed C-Shape House and Digging Game, which happened to have the boots and the flippers. So
Ouch.
I got absolutely destroyed in my race. Fortunately, it wasn't a tourney race, so it wasn't that bad, but my SRL points were hurting right there.
Yeah. And for myself, like, the seed I just did last night, and this was new logic, mind you, it took me a long time to find the cane. And it was in Skull Woods, which was a pendant. But it's like, why would you go to Skull Woods when you have every other item to do every other dungeon?
Ooh. Oh, okay.
The blue potion.
Oh, you just had to hit him one more time, but you know, it's still worth using. I would have used the red one, but
yeah,
with Mafia, you never know how many more hits he's gonna take. So
yeah, I mean that's the toss-up.
Yeah, now Rick's gonna head on down. He has no reason to check. I would love for him to check MS Pedestal just for the viewers.
Just for the chat. I think he's going to.
Why would he do that? He has everything he needs.
Because he knows the chat wants to know.
Nah, he's not doing it. But
Yeah.
he's probably gonna fly to Thieves then. We'll find out. We'll find out what it is during the credits, guys. So don't worry. Don't worry.
Yeah.
We're not gonna let Rick tease you like that.
Wants to be Can of Burna or Bombos?
Bombos would be fun. I actually haven't seen the messages for either of those, so.
I know there has been a race where it's been, I think it was Kate. I know Burna has been in there.
I've seen Butter twice, I think, during the tourney, and once where it was the Ice Rod.
And I know in the new logic, I heard it was either for mail or for sword. Was the message is basically this either gives you more protection or this makes your weapon better, or something like that. Progressive sword upgrades. So I guess technically I could say, wonder what it would say if it's just the Master Sword. It makes your sword better, or it's the Master Sword. There needs to be something special if it is actually the Master in the sword pedestal.
Little fanfare.
Yeah, that or just one world. Vanilla.
And Elminster going for the NMG tactics, and then switching over and saying, nah, my hearts cannot take any more of this. I'm going to finish them off with these silver arrows. Oh my gosh.
Half a heart.
Thankfully for that red mail, only taking 2 hearts instead of the normal. Man, that was a little scary. A little scary.
Yep. So it's now, what, 6 crystals?
Yeah, at this point, both players still... Well, once Rick finishes Thieves Town, there'll be 1 each, but Elminster can't do Swamp without that mirror. So here is the moment of truth. Is he going to go to his house? And then head up on a... Moment of truth, guys. Hold your breath. If he goes down, then he's going to Pyramid.
That or he may think he could get into Swamp?
Nah.
I doubt it, but...
Nah, I've done that, but nah.
Yeah. We've all forgotten things. I remember one of the races we've had previously, where you constantly had, the racers forgetting they didn't have gloves. Took them about an hour to get it. Finally, you're finally gonna get your shovel.
But he's not even thinking about the he's still thinking about Fat Fairy.
Well, I guess he really likes.
What if? Oh my gosh! What if he goes and he checks Fat Fairy and then leaves?
Oh God!
He wouldn't do that.
He might, but I'm hoping not.
He wouldn't do that. He has to know that he hasn't checked Pyramid yet. He might not have thought it was a potentially good item. So, because that's the thing is, we know he doesn't know.
Yes.
So, but it'd be a shame if he was to leave without checking it. It would be a shame.
Yeah, it would. It really would.
And there he goes. He's gonna go find out. There's this. He's gonna be like, shovel. What? Oh, you see that? You see that little glitch there? There's a bomb hole on the side. Someone blew a hole in the pyramid.
Yeah.
That was cool.
I didn't realize once you had put it there, countdown would have gone. You can get something out of
Oh!
it. Butter! I can't
Oh
believe
my
it's
gosh.
not. It's a vanilla butter.
And with that, we can easily say Elminster is now definitely in the lead at this point.
Wow. If he gets
And he is in go mode. Once he gets that mirror.
Yeah, which he's headed to right now.
Yeah, there's no way he's not going to go check that. I want to see him a little. I want to see some sword swings from him afterwards. I want to see a little frustration.
Yeah, that or just the constant of the flute.
Here it is, moment of truth. Go mode, baby!
Yeah. You don't even call for the first. Not really frustration for him.
Nah, no time. He's got to go. He's probably thinking he's in last now.
Yeah, probably. It's like, Adirondack's probably on, I won't say G Tower, but maybe his last dungeon.
Now, I don't remember where the big key was in Mire. So, the thing is, like, Swamp is so quick, you don't need anything to beat it. You can just, like, you don't have to get a big key or anything, but Mire, you still have to get that big key, so... They might be tied for crystals, but Elminster is definitely in the lead for time, based on time alone.
Yeah. Not only that, but he's also beaten Mire, which Rick still has to beat.
Oh, apparently Big Key was in Vanilla Spot, so that sucks.
Yeah. That really sucks.
That takes a little bit of time.
So...
Bless you?
Thank you.
Bless you. My good sir. Are we gonna get bird toss? Bird toss. Bird toss. Bird toss. Bird toss. Can he even pick it up there? He's not gonna, he's gonna do it. Oh, he can't get it! Oh, well, the effort, we'll give him points for that effort.
Yeah. Let's see, we've got... Elminster on his last crystal. And Adirondack basically on his second to last.
Yeah, having butter makes for such an easy Ganon fight. It like has all the required slashes from 12 to 6,
like
and
Ganon just loves his butter. Now
I haven't seen either of these players do Ganon. Personally, I haven't watched them take on or fight Ganon. So I don't know who's got the better Ganon. Chat can fill me in.
I think I saw Rick do, fight Ganon earlier. He's got a decent thing on it. Though I don't remember before if not he had to go with Silverless, but luckily he doesn't need to do that. Yes, Ganon really does have a cholesterol problem. That's why he's blue and is a pig.
Blue and a pig.
Well, think about it. He's giant, he's blue, and in this variation, he's more based off of a pig.
Maybe he's just big boned.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe he's just full of magic. Imagine if he was like one of those teacup pigs. Like if he's actually just like super adorable. And you're like, oh, I don't want to fight you, and then he strikes you down. And you're like, oh, well, maybe I should fight you. He never. Those little teacup pigs.
That or just like that or it's like the whole man-eating bunny.
Oh man. So, as we all know, Big Key is at the Vanilla Spot in Mire, and Elminster making quick work of Swamp Palace. So Elminster definitely going to be hitting up G Tower first.
So chat, it's time to start your guesses.
Yeah, let's just keep guessing until he gets to G Tower. I say tile room.
I say pie.
56. He's pig bone. That's pretty good. I like that.
So, think we'll see Bob?
I want to see Bob. I like that guy. I want that Bob emote. Whoever's in charge of making emotes for the speed gaming channels, get on that. I'll even throw $5 your way.
I mean, heck, you could just make it blue with silver hair. Or anybody that remembers the show Reboot.
Oh gosh, was that like really gross looking 3D? No, what am I thinking of?
It was basically one of the other things was set in a computer.
Oh yeah, I am thinking of that. Oh, gross. I never watched that, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
It was an interesting show.
That blue guy.
Yeah, his name was Bob.
Classic name for a blue guy.
It was an interesting show, though.
I'm sure.
If we're
I will
nice.
I will take your word for it.
Well, hey, take a look at some of the, more modern stuff. It still looks like Rick's finally going to fight. God, what's his name? Basically, the boss for Meyer.
Vitreous.
Thank you. I forgot his name.
Yo.
It's like I wish he would not exist, so I didn't have to go into Meyer.
I know. I wish I could just walk into that room and grab the crystal, and he's just not there. He just doesn't show up.
Yeah.
I kind of wish they did like the Link's Awakening style, where Meyer or Vitreous like falls from the ceiling, because he's a big eyeball, and they kind of fall down.
Yeah,
you just see his shadow, and you're like, "Whoa, what's going on?"
There. But you can also stand right near, basically right where he was, just basically charge up sword, just let him fall, and basically fall in his own skewer.
Yeah, that would be a quick work of that boss.
Yeah, it would.
Alright, so at this point, Elminster has a huge lead, obviously. Now, what we could see is Elminster doing like a full clear of the left side, Rick coming in and just checking tile room for some reason, and Big Key being in tile room. It's still not over, guys.
So, chat, guess time. Will he go to the left or the right first?
I saw a lot of bobs. I saw some tiles. I saw some numbers that were way too high.
I always go 12.
I always go 21. I like to see that full clear.
You like blackjack.
All right. First two chests were a bust. Not checking tile room.
Or the rest of the right side. He feels probably either he is ahead or that his opponent is maybe checking to the right side, or that they have, or that they're both in the tower.
And Bob is dead. No!
But luckily, Rick is going to be joining him real soon.
In his last crystal, he can make his way on up to G Tower. Join the party.
They'll both probably give each other a high five.
Wow, look at that. 2 keys and 2 red rupees in this room.
Wow. $40. Which is about the price of 1 key in real life.
Alright, still plenty of time. Just gotta keep checking all those chests on the left side. Now here's the thing.
Oh, these
now here's the thing.
First.
What do you like to do? Do you check the 2 chests and then do all of left? Because now I'm starting to get to the point where it's like, if I do all of left and it has nothing, then I'm already like 8 places behind.
Well, I guess technically you can check, half of left, getting to the Ice Armor's fight from the right. So I guess technically it would probably be faster to check the right in that instance, but only if you're willing to go all the way through, the right to Ice Armors and go from there.
Mm-hmm.
But in which case, if you are, want to take the gamble, that would be a full gamble.
Mm-hmm. Left side has more chests, so probability states that it's a better chance of being there, but I do like half of left side, and without a big key, I'm like, it's going to be right side. It's going to be right side. I can already tell. And then I'm like, I want to bail, but then you don't want to make that decision and not have it pay off.
And then you go through it all again.
There it is!
Now, what chest was that?
That would have been chest, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11?
Wow, 1 off! You should have done the south one first!
I believe chest 11.
If
my math is correct.
It probably is.
Let me count again. 1, 2, 3. It's a number. It's a number between 1 and 15.
Well, at least, they'll meet each other again in Tower. This is going to be a very
butter sword in hand. This is definitely Elminster's race to lose at this point.
Yes, it is. Depends on how
it's so crazy.
Taking the vanilla strats. But an
that's the thing, is like
ballroom.
if you once you hit go mode, you don't really check more than you have to. But because Elminster wasn't in go mode, do you think Rick is going to check more chests in G Tower, hoping to find Butter Sword?
Probably not. I'm thinking he might actually either it's a tie between them, which is close enough, or that he might be slightly ahead. I mean, because who wants to think they're slightly behind? Especially with less than a 140 yet, so it's still no dot done. Yeah, I think...
This is still like a really good time. So this seed was not particularly trolly. We found Death Mountain was a gold mine for items.
Yeah, I think Elminster's gonna say it is.
Oh, nice. Nice land mullet too from Elminster.
Yeah.
Good job.
And Rick. That was the next group of
Guys,
4 for the
validation chest is dead. The meme is over. It ended. Nah, a meme will never die.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, well, that Wizard room can be a little tricky if you get the timing wrong. So it's not too bad. Missing that
Win or lose, this is an amazing battle between those two. And I'm sure both of them will love, how close it is. Maybe not so much Rick.
Guys, for anyone who was here yesterday for one of the races, we had a race particularly decided because one player validated their run while the other one didn't. So that's why I'm personally retiring that meme. So I will not be saying it anymore because I feel like it was a curse.
I'd say it's still worth it.
Vitor chest will never die. Shoutouts to Vitor.
Yes, Vitor.
Never forget.
Never forget. Never surrender.
Alright, heading on to Moldorn 2. Let's see how good Elminster's got against this guy. 2 swings with the butter. Often utilizing the dash attack as well.
Yeah.
No need. Very good stuff right here.
So, will he or won't he?
He will not. He is above the law. He is above the memes. He ain't got time for no...
I'm betting will. Unless Elminster has a horrible Ganon fight.
See, if I'm going into Ganon with just the Tempered Sword, I personally would check it. Hoping, because I've seen wacky stuff in that last chest, so I'd be like, oh, cool, Butter Sword. Of course, that's not the case, but...
Silver's there.
I've gotten Silver's there a few times, actually.
That's one of those things where it's just like, you feel like, yes, the game wants me to win. Oh, and hitting Aghanim with the sword.
Not bad. I haven't been counting how many hits, but
I think this is
the triple to finish it. Wow.
Yeah.
All right, let's see it. Let's see that clean Ganon fight.
Yep. And not running up his bonk count, like I know a few people do.
All right.
Well, and Rick finally getting his big key.
He's a whole gauntlet behind. It's looking rough for Rick.
That is true.
But we don't know. I personally don't know Elminster's performance against Ganon, but with Butter and Silver in hand, I feel like anyone could pick up this fight.
Yeah.
It's so quick.
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean,
as far as it looks
unless he falls down.
I mean, I'm not willing to put that commentator curse on me, so...
Neither am I.
It looks like he's got this one in the bag.
Yeah.
Alright, here we are. Last phase. He just hits 4 arrows to the face.
Oh, beautiful.
Going for the double. But just
missing torch.
No torch glitch really needed when you have silver and half magic, but
Yeah. But I would love to see a mythical 1 cycle. But
I
that
saw a
would
triple yesterday, so... Oh, wow, just barely getting... He actually damaged him with the sword rather than freezing him. And there you have it, guys.
GG.
There is our winner. GG.
Done with a 140 and 11 seconds. That's our time.
Very great time. Now, that was terrifying. He left us hanging with that whole mirror on the pyramid. But with Rick doing a lot of overworld stuff as opposed to doing dungeons he could beat, it ended up costing him a lot of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's give a round of applause for both of our racers. Make sure you guys follow them. Great performance today. Yeah. It's good stuff. Good. I liked it.
The 2 towers.
Now we get to hold our breath and see what was at MS Pedestal.
Chat, get your guesses in. So, Will, you want to try to get Elminster in for an interview?
Sometimes players like to cool down a little bit after finishing a run.
No, that's so coming.
So, Hana. It's pretty close. I'll give it to him.
Yeah.
I'm still thinking Couch Cash. It's always Couch Cash.
Yeah. I've seen Couch Cash, I've seen Max Heart Increase, I've seen a sword itself in there, mail. Never seen the Mirror Shield, though.
Yeah, I haven't either. There's so many, fun little texts that show up during the credits, or from reading it. We never get to see them because there's so many... The likelihood of certain items being there is so low.
Yeah.
Man, I don't want to... Still want to commentate the rest of Rick's performance.
Yeah.
I still want to see his Moldern 2, his Aga 2, and his Ganon.
Yeah. So, Elminster not coming in for an interview?
He said... There he is. He's in the waiting room. I'm going to pull him in right now.
Well.
GG, Elminster!
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi.
So, Pyramid.
How about that?
Yes.
We
I
were
forgot
screaming
about that
at
for
you.
a while.
Yeah. Rick basically did Aghanim to get it.
I kind of was of the mindset that I had a feeling Aghanim wasn't required, so I didn't want to do him.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to make sure that he wasn't required.
I mean, it's not a
Yeah,
bad
He
play.
wasn't required before doing
It
it,
was-
and then you just forget about the pyramid after that.
I know,
Yeah.
that's exactly what I said. I've done runs where I forget about the pyramid until I check Fat Fairy, and I'm like, oh, this was something useful? Oh, okay, cool, great, whatever.
Yeah.
So actually, what happened was I remembered the pyramid as I was going into Eastern, and then I was just like, okay, well, once I have crystals 5 and 6, then I can
which
check
East
Fat Fairy at the same
was
time.
one of them.
But I didn't want to leave that area and have to walk back, which I think I did have the flute then, so wouldn't have been that big of a deal. But
Yeah.
I was just like, I don't really want to abandon what I'm doing to go check the pyramid right now, so I'll keep it in the back of my mind for later.
And Adirondack
And-
validating his run.
And
I'll check.
what was in Moldern Chess 2?
Map.
Oh, wait, what? There's a map in G
It
Tower?
was the map! Yeah, there is a map in G Tower, along with a compass.
I don't think I've ever seen that or ever thought about that. Anyway, the one thing that definitely helped you pull ahead was you checked Zora really pretty early. You farmed rupees, correct?
Yeah.
And the Couch Cash wasn't the sword.
Okay, Couch Cash. You farmed rupees super early and went straight to Zora, where you got a ton of value from Zora and from Zora's Ledge.
Yeah.
That was so
Ridiculous
good.
amount of value.
Yeah.
And then Death Mountain had even more value, so it was a very good play. While Rick, unfortunately, he made 2 little minor mistakes. Not only did
Aghanim.
he, well, in regards to Zora, he checked Zora super late, but he farmed rupees, but then what did he do? He bought a red potion.
No, that was for Kiki.
Oh yeah. Oh, right. He was in Eastern Palace, and he didn't do the little rupee room while he was in Eastern to get some rupees.
Yeah.
So that kind of, and then he had to go farm rupees anyway. We'll have to ask Rick about his rupee counts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Overall, how'd you feel about it? Did you feel like you were in the lead most of the time, or not in the lead?
Or being trolled.
I had a feeling that I was in the lead most of the time, except for I really felt like I'd missed the mirror somewhere, because it seemed uncommon for me to go that long without it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
With it being required.
We were also wondering if you were going to do it like before doing Meyer and stuff like that. We were in the back of our heads. We were like, when is he going to go check that mirror finally?
I was thinking about it.
Yeah.
I was thinking about going there before Meyer, but I decided to go to Meyer first because I figured if I end up in go mode before Meyer, that's not going to help me all that much if the big key's in a bad spot.
Right.
Yeah.
So I decided to just take the chance that maybe Mir was in Meyer and I wouldn't have to go to Pyramid at all.
Not a bad idea given the options that you had at that point. The thing is, with this current logic, it almost seems like Pyramid is very likely to have a required item, but at the same time, you never really know that. It could literally be anywhere.
If Pyramid doesn't, then Lumberjack might.
Yeah, and when you saw that shovel, were you immediately like, it's going to be a dig site, is it? Oh my god.
Yeah, I knew when I saw the shovel, I knew that was going to be the mirror, and it was just like, oh god.
Wow, and both of you missing the torch glitch.
Oh, I don't even go for it with...
If you have silver, you don't really need to for the most part.
Yeah.
Rick's got to be careful because he doesn't have half magic, though, so...
Where was that? I forgot.
I forgot, too.
Hype Cave. I don't think he ever checked Hype Cave.
Oh, I guess he didn't.
Oh, yeah. How do you not check Hype Cave? That's interesting.
There it is.
GG
with the Tempered Sword. Yeah, he never got the Butter Sword because he never checked Fat Fairy because he was in go mode much earlier. He actually did Skullwoods and Thieves in Meyer, like, much later.
And
so...
Rick finishing with a 146.54 SRL time.
I feel like I made some pretty bad decisions this race, but I just got kind of lucky with, especially finding bow in desert. That really opened things up for me.
Yeah, it was one of those. See, at one point, I really recommend you, and I'll recommend this to Rick, going back and watching this. You both were literally taking two completely different routes, and it was paying off for the pair of you.
Mm-hmm. It was really interesting. Because like you went up to Death Mountain while he was going to like swamp and desert and stuff like that, and finding the bow, and we were like, well, is he gonna go do desert eventually and check? So it was just back and forth.
Yeah.
31 bonks. Elminster, how do you feel about that?
I bonked a bit on Helmasaur on purpose. I was trying to get the super bonk.
Count from the chat.
Yeah.
It's your chat. Get your bonk S's in for Rick's.
But yeah, overall, I guess chat and we also have one question. We saw you take a little dive into Ice Palace. Did you hear the music and said nope? Because you went in to go actually do it.
I thought it was a crystal dungeon for some reason.
We all feel that way sometimes.
We were like, don't go to Ice Palace. Don't go to Ice Palace. And we saw you get the fire rod out and you missed the guy and then you stopped. And then I saw you switch to the flute and they're like, no, he's not doing it.
Yeah.
It was funny.
I was like, wait, this is a pendant dungeon. What am I doing?
Yeah, we all hate ice.
So yeah, nice not having to do either, or you didn't have to do T-Rock and you didn't have to do Ice Palace, so those are both really frustrating dungeons to have to do, so it was good that you didn't have to do it. The only pendant dungeon you had to do was Desert, which, being the green pendant, was pretty free, pretty easy.
Hey Will, do you want to try to get Rick in here as well?
Yeah, I want to hear this. Also, before he jumps in, just want to say congratulations on your victory. That puts you at what, 2-2 now?
Yeah, 2-2. So I'm waiting on the results of Darko versus Ninja to see if I
hoping for that tiebreaker. All right, I'm bringing Rick.
I hope they actually give you a tiebreaker with the new logic.
No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't do that. They would put the tiebreaker in the old logic. New logic is for single elim. Yo, what's up, Rick? GG, bud.
Whoa.
How you feeling?
Give it to you, Elminster. You had a great job there.
Let's
I
put it
liked
this
that
way.
seed.
It was a seed that you both would love watching.
Yeah, it was so wacky.
Yeah, you both literally at one point were basically able to basically explore everything without needing to find an item.
Yeah. I know there's certain things I could have done differently, like, well, making sure I have 110 rupees for Kiki.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
Should have found that red potion.
Was it worth it?
Well, it was worth having the security blanket, but
The thing is, you had actually just picked up a blue potion from, I think, Death Mountain, or Dark Death Mountain.
yeah, but I wanted to make sure I had it for the remainder of the run. I mean, it was pretty much my path at that point. So I wasn't even thinking at that point, oh, wait, I need 110 for Kiki.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know, it's those little things that's easy to forget. Elminster didn't check Pyramid till he had Swamp left to do. So, for the longest time, we were like, I don't know who the heck is in the lead. Elminster has the crystal count, but Rick's got the mirror.
Yeah, he
So-
eventually went to Fat Fairy, which had the butter sword.
Oh, well, I wasn't going to find Margarine. I was already on go mode, and
Mhm.
let me just tell you, it's a nice feeling being on go mode at 1 hour and 10 minutes. And also, this is a 7-second PB for me in randomizer altogether.
Congrats!
Congratulations. Yeah, it was actually pretty good time for both of you guys. So, you know, nothing to be upset about. And for the most part, the seed wasn't really that trolly. Everything was pretty much right there. Neither of you having to head into like any of the bigger pendant dungeons other than Desert. And
Yeah,
Landmola having the bow was perfect. So
absolutely.
the biggest problem was
At one point that Joshua's item would lead you to actually have to go through the entire sea of pendants.
Like, as far as this run is concerned, I don't think there was anything I could have done differently, but, like, for instance, had the money for Kiki and maybe not fall off during Molder and 1, but
oh yeah, I played my slide whistle for you, like I told you I would.
yeah, you warned me about that one. I'll have to listen to the VOD and hear that.
Yeah. Plus also,
I do want to ask, because you did Zora really, really late. At what point was that going to be within your routing?
For me,
Yeah, because you did Eastern, and then you didn't have enough rupees to go do Zora, and Zora ended up having Hookshot and, you know, well, Titan's Mitts. And we
and
were
you
thinking,
also
like,
forgot the rupee room in Eastern.
yeah, I forgot about that one. Yeah, I should have checked
that's an
that.
easy one to forget, because no
Yeah,
one
it
ever
is.
really thinks that those exist, because you never normally go in there, so...
Yeah,
Right.
except in
Um,
vanilla.
Like, I'm glad I remembered about the one near the desert that gives you rupees, but that would have been extra.
Yeah, you
Help
loved it
right
so
there.
much, you visited it a couple more times.
Yeah, well, I had no other options once I found
Yeah.
Kiki there just running away. I'm like, wait a second, why is Kiki running away from me? I didn't get hit by anything.
It was hilarious. Like, for some reason, I completely forgot. It was like I knew you didn't have rupees going into it, but I'd never seen him like bail like that. It looked hilarious.
Yes, it did.
Like I said, it was a great run, and I'll give it to Elminster for getting through it in 6 minutes faster than I do. I'm just glad the fact that I could actually make it look somewhat competitive after the first two, where I've just been sitting around trying to figure out what in the world am I missing.
Hey, we all have those seeds. We all have those seeds, man.
So I'm just really, really happy to actually have a seed where it just
You
didn't
can show your
have me sit
skills
there.
off.
Yeah.
The
It's
seed
all-
was
Yeah.
like not too trolly, but also not too easy, so I liked it. It was
Perfect
actually enjoyable.
Well, yeah, it was one of those that was straightforward. So you didn't go to Pyramid until after Swamp, so there was a way around the Agnum?
Yes.
Yeah, if you went straight to Zora, you could have found Titan's Mitt.
Oh,
Hookshot.
right.
Mhm.
Yes.
Titan's Mitt hookshot.
Right,
Which is
because
the combination.
yep. Because I was at a standstill because I'm like, okay, I know I have Zora, but I don't have the rupees for it, and I'm trying to figure out where I can grind for rupees outside of. I didn't really have any good ideas at that point in time, so I'm like, All right, you know what? There's got to be something on that pyramid ledge. Let's go Aga 1.
By the way, Rick, 43 for the box.
Yeah, I kind of inflated it a little bit.
Hey, I was hoping for one less. They didn't have the answer to everything.
Hey, but you almost got a sub 4 item menu, so that's, it's not bad.
Wow, sub 4. That's gotta be a PB too.
Well, I mean, you got a 406.
Still
still, that's gotta be a PB.
I think I got a 259.
You gotta write that down.
Like, I'm still just getting used to where things are in the menu, so I'm still at a point, like, I'm taking the long way around to get from bow to the mirror.
Hey, I feel you there, man. I feel you.
I don't have to worry about that because I didn't have the mirror.
Like, I know everybody in my group is a very good opponent, so I can't be playing sloppy against any of them, and, I know I have to bring my best efforts, and, I'm just glad I made it even somewhat of a competition here, and, congratulations to Elminster, and hopefully you can get some help on Monday and get yourself into the have yourself closer to the brackets.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah. Fingers crossed. Well,
yeah.
Rick, with that, will we be seeing you on commentary more then?
Well, I still got my final race against Fred, and that's coming up Wednesday night, and I got to get a little bit of revenge against him because he killed my Zelda 1 randomizer dreams last year by all of 10 seconds. So I've got to get a little bit of revenge in that.
So that's what the 10-second revenge means.
Yep.
Good.
Okay.
So we've got that coming up Wednesday, but definitely I'll be in the commentary chair. I mean, I'll be there at 9:30 tomorrow morning.
Hey, I'll be in there at 3.
There you go. And hey, because with you and with that last race that you have, I'm sure you're talking about what's his name? F. Coughlin? Is that
the
next
That'd
one?
be Fred.
Would determine whether there's going to be a 3-person tiebreaker or a 2-person. So,
well, we still got to see
racing.
We got to still see what happens Monday with the Ninjembro versus Darko race, because that will set things up. If Darko wins, there's nothing else. We're just going to be playing for Pride Wednesday night, and if not, well, Fred's going to be trying to get himself into the race-off.
Grudge matches are the bomb, so whether that's, for anything other than just Pride, I mean, it's still worth watching. I'd still be willing to commentate a grudge match.
Fred, if you're listening, I'm coming for you.
There you go.
Well, guys, him by more than 10 seconds this time?
I'll try to snipe him by 10 seconds this time.
You're going to keep that in a total grudge match?
It's a funny story about grudge matches.
Thank you so much for racing. This has been a blast. I don't know what else we have going on. I don't think we have anything left going on this channel. We have a race starting up over on the main channel, twitch.tv/speedgaming, between Jency and Leo Docs.
I can pull up a check for you for a later thing. If you'll give me a second, I'll do that right now.
But congratulations to both runners for a great time, a fun race. Thank you so much for letting me commentate. I had a blast.
As did I.
Thank you for the commentary as well.
Thank you for both of you for doing it, and once again, congrats to Elminster.
Yeah,
good luck.
Thank you.
All right, guys. I'm outie. So thanks for watching. See you guys at the next one.
Yep. I'll probably be looking at your chat sometime later tonight if you're racing or having fun.
I'll keep my eyes out.
Hey.
See you then, bud.
Yeah. Have fun.